Good afternoon. This is Jack Thompson, and this is my public speaking speech number 1. This is the audience right here. It's all 5 people, and we'll just go ahead and get started. So, thank y'all for being here. This is just an introductory speech about me and helping the class to really get to know me. So to start out, I was born in Alabama, and I moved to Kentucky when I was only 2 years old. So I don't really remember too much about Alabama, and my first memories really come from Kentucky. Now, I live with my brother and sister and both my parents, and I'm a senior at McCracken County High School. I also play for McCracken's varsity tennis team, and that's actually part of my story, and I'll get to later. Some of the personality traits that I think best describe me are that I'm hardworking and very goal-driven. And I feel like the attention to detail that I'm able to put into my academics has really allowed me to kind of set myself apart and allow me to have the success that I have. I also have compassion for others, and some people might call me serious, but I also feel like I have that funny side to me a lot of the time as well. Some of my favorite hobbies are I like to play and watch sports. Like I said, tennis before, but I've played basketball, baseball, really anything you can think of in the past. Some of my favorite hobbies now are like to drive cars. Ever since I've turned 16 and I got my Jeep, I've loved driving that car, and it's been one of my favorite things. When I get older, I want to become a medical professional, hopefully graduate with a bachelor's in biology, then go on to graduate medical school, and then finally, hopefully go into the medical profession. So it all started in Concord Elementary School, then it went to Heath Middle School, and that's where my story starts. So in 7th grade, it was a crazy year. It was COVID, everybody was kind of chaotic, nobody knew what was going on, so I decided not to take any high school classes. And at the time, I kind of regretted that because I saw how everyone else was enjoying their class and I didn't get to take the class because I've always been very stringent about my grades and how I want to keep all A's, and I just didn't feel like the chaotic year was going to be the best for me to start. So I took it in 8th grade, really enjoyed it, but to graduate high school, you have to have 2 foreign language credits. So I only had 1, so I went to freshman year and I got my 2nd. At the very first day of the class, we had to take a diagnostic quiz, and I ended up making a 30 on that quiz. I completely bombed it. And as a very straight A student and somebody that really values my grades, that scared me. And it was very, very unusual. And once again, I wish I had taken it in 7th grade. But it turns out that was a mistake. I had been given a Spanish 3 test and not a Spanish 2 test. And my teacher, Mr. Poor, kind of knew me before because my dad had played tennis for him in the past. So he knew me as a student, he knew I was very well, he knew something was wrong, so he helped to fix the problem, and he found out that it was actually a Spanish 3 test. So that was a relief. But since my dad had played tennis before and he was really good, he wanted me to play tennis so that, maybe I could help the team out. So he asked me multiple times throughout the year, Jack, you should play tennis. Jack, you need to play tennis. And I refused until one day, and I decided, you know what, I might as well go try it out. So I went out to practice. One time, I was obviously very nervous and I didn't really know what was gonna happen. But as soon as I got to see some of the people there and meet them, everything changed. I have met so many good people through tennis, and honestly, it's been one of the highlights of my high school career is being on the tennis team. So that initial regret that I had about not taking Spanish in middle school allowed me to meet Mr. Poor, and that allowed me to get connected with the tennis team and meet all these people. And some of those were Connor, who was actually my doubles team's partner, who we got to go to state together. Then we have Asher, Hayden, Holden, Luke, and so many more of just some of the incredible people that I've gotten to meet even through that regret. So in conclusion, sometimes having regret isn't necessarily a bad thing. God's plan is always working in the background, and we never have to worry that he's gonna do the right thing for us. We just have to be patient and wait and know that even in those bad times, he's working for us. Thank you.